I
Hi,
think.
you guys. We're back again. I found Mitch. Mitch, who's absolutely darling. We love Mitch. He's single, available. I've been interviewing Mitch for months. I had to get him on camera.
Right.
Mitch, okay, what we're asking today, you guys know you can get a copy of my book March 26th. Follow us around on Twitter, on Facebook. We're there for you. Book is coming. In the meantime, what we're doing today, Mitch, I told you a little bit before we went on camera that we're asking folks, looking back, since the title of the book is Hindsight, looking back in your life, what would you have done differently with some of your relationships, or one in particular, knowing what you know now?
I would probably, thinking back, I probably would have listened more and probably agreed more than disagreed. And sometimes you disagree right away, but you don't really look at all the facts. And then they get upset, and you get upset, and you got a big fight going on, and next thing you know,
they're down the road.
They're down the road.
Down the road, Sally.
Yeah.
Out the door,
And
Jane.
you're looking around the corner for the
Kick into the
for
curb,
next one.
Hilda.
Yeah, so I think as far as communicating more and don't get defensive right away and just learn how to listen. And I think listening is important. I'm guilty of not listening. A lot of times they tell me stories and I'm drifting off into somewhere else.
Is it that you don't care? Are stories too long and that boring?
Well, I think it's my attention span too. You know? I'm always thinking about the next thing to talk about even before we finish talking about the first thing.
So ideally, for Mitch, maybe a gal with ADD. Are you out there?
Yeah.
Mitch would like that. A gal with a little ADD. Just slightly, not medicated ADD, but just a little ADD.
Two sentences only, you know?
Right, and probably not so sensitive. So if I were fixing you up with a gal, for example, which I'm going to try to do still, we got our big party coming up here in Northern California.
I need all the help I can get.
No, you don't. You're actually seeing a very nice gal from what I understand. I am not saying her name right now. Having said all that, one of the things that we were talking about a little bit earlier is now that you're of a certain age, you get a little more maturity, you're not as willing to compromise anymore, isn't that right?
Correct. And I think when I was younger, I tended to compromise more because I kind of like being happy and having a nice flow going. But now, like we were saying, I'd rather be by myself at home than be with somebody I really don't care to be with because it's not fair to me or her.
That's right.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. We wrote this book for gals, for you out there, giving you 6 tools, telling you 6 stories that span betrayal and murder to get yourself ready to navigate a healthy relationship. So if you meet a guy like Mitch, you guys have some skills.
Right.
You know what to ask
We're
for.
educated.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Having said that, you've got 2 gals in front of you, Mitch, Jane and Laura, and one of them is prepared. One of them isn't. Which one are you going to go
But
for?
how do you know if they're prepared or not until you go out with them?
That's
But
right.
then when you go out with somebody, you just mean the representative, not really meaning the real person.
That's
and the
right.
real person sometimes can come out a week later, a month later, a year later, 15 years later even.
Hey, Mitch, how long are you willing to wait to find out who the real person is inside?
Until the first major bad thing happens.
Good plan.
And I think that, once something bad happens, this could be a track record or a sign that things are breaking down.
That's right. So, Mitch, you know innately one of the things that we teach. My husband and I came up with this program. But one of the skills, one of the tools we turn into skills is called the flashlight. It's called interviewing well. It's in the book. By the book, it's coming out March 26th. We love you. Mwah. You're a doll. You won't be single long. Tune in and find out what happens to Mitch. See you next time.